Hello and good afternoon. This is Teresa. I am doing another video, and if you see me keep looking at my notes from time to time, I just want to make sure I stay on track. I can go down a rabbit hole and talk all day, but I just want to make sure I stay on track. So today we're going to be talking about finding new listings. The first step in real estate is finding listings. How else are you going to get business? No matter the market, you must spend time on lead generation. Lead generation can take many forms, and hopefully I can share with you some tips to get those opportunities going. So number one, you want to strengthen your sphere of influence. That means you should work with the people that you already know and love you. But not only that, you need to try to meet new people and get introduced to people. Like I said in my referral video, these connections are how things happen in the real world. Nothing can happen if you don't have anyone else to buy or sell with you. So real estate is a people business. It's all about those relationships and those connections. As you strengthen and expand your sphere of influence, you can leverage that by letting people know that you do real estate. Now, you don't want to remind people directly. That seems kind of salesy. But you can mention the work that you do in a conversation, maybe with a funny story. You're standing at Starbucks and somebody sees your badge or your pin on your shirt or your jacket, and they may start asking you questions about real estate because they're curious. They want to know. So make sure you know your market and just start chatting with them. Just start having real conversations. You could also, like I said, wear that name tag, wear that pin in public, even when you're just running errands. And people are curious all the time. And nowadays, they will ask you. I think before, they wouldn't necessarily ask you questions, but now they will. And to your warmest leads, you could also try sending a note. Handwritten notes, maybe every month or every few months. To your leads that really show commitment. Not many people send handwritten notes anymore, and it shows them that you took the time to think of them. You could even add a gift card. Trex says anything under $50 is okay, so you want to make sure you keep it under $50. Make sure that that card is relevant to them. So if someone has a favorite restaurant and you know that, you could send them a gift card to a favorite restaurant. If they drink wine, you could send them maybe a gift card to Specs or something like that. But if they don't drink wine, then obviously you're not going to send a gift card for wine. So just make sure you tailor the gift to the person. Another way to expand that list is to hold an open house. It's not expensive, and you can invite sellers with expired listings. You can invite people that have for sale by owner signs in their yard. You could take the time to seek out those types of people. It can show them how a listing would go with you and hopefully get a new listing in the process. But these shouldn't be the only people you invite. You want to make sure you knock on doors. You want to make sure you knock on the neighbors' doors. Neighbors are curious. And even if they might not have an interest in the house next door, they might know someone that has an interest in the house next door. So go ahead and invite your neighbors and make sure everybody's on board. If they're on board, they're also going to tell other people. So the days of kind of just having an open house, planting a sign in the yard and make one social media post, that's kind of gone by the wayside. Get creative, think about it, promote it. It can become a really helpful and good lead generator. And speaking of social media, you can use social media to solve problems and add value online. 80% of your posts should be informative. You can educate clients and have posts about how to prepare your home for sale or how to decorate. People involved in real estate are able to answer the questions that people have. So you have to be in the know and let them ask you. Throw in something funny once in a while. Throw in your sense of humor. Make it be what you're about. If you're funny, show that. People love to see that. The best way to really get your eyes on your content is by making use of video. So most of you have phones that can film good videos, good enough for a vlog or for a quick message. The main parts are the introduction, the main message, and don't forget that call to action. You can even get your clients to make videos for you. And then you can double your social media reach if they share it on their social media. A happy client video can lead to a referral to someone in their orbit that isn't necessarily in yours. So speaking of your orbit, you need to be able to help out during life changes. So you really need to be able to know your clients and know their children, their spouse. You need to know everything about them. If something long-term comes up, you can use that long-term strategy. And what I mean by that is if someone gets divorced, there's a death in the family, all that is things that you can use, that you can mention for long-term strategy. You just want to make sure the dust is settled, and you want to make sure that you're not infringing on anything. But they do want to hear from you if you've established that relationship with them. Relationships are built over time, so it's important to be consistent with whatever you choose to do for keeping in your touch with your orbit. Consistency is key. So when you're building these relationships or when trying to start a new lead generation system, choose something that you'll actually commit to and maintain. And because you tried something for a month or two and it doesn't mean it's not working, don't consider it a failure or it's not worth your time. If you crave variety, it's all right to change up what you're doing. If it's not working, change it up, but be consistent and still get your message and your face out there. People want to see you. People buy from people they love and they trust. But ultimately, you need to find what works for you. Hopefully these tips help you expand and make use of your social connections so that you can get more opportunities and more listings. Remember, no matter the market, you have to spend time on lead generation and networking. Whatever that looks like for you, then that's what you'll need to do. Good luck and have a good day. Till next time.